Hey, I'm Grizzly Greg. We get rowdy, like to break stuff. Whoa! Hold on, Justin! Take a minute to check out my sponsor, Pandemic Performance, for all your performance needs. Thanks for watching. All right, we're back with a garage vlog over here at Brandon's. We got a big ride this Sunday at Wood County. Got a lot of precipitation over the last couple weeks, so we're assuming that it's going to be deep. But this brake caliper has been hanging up on them for, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 rides now, and you just keep running it. So we figured we could put a new caliper on here, and there's the bleeder. Everybody's bled brakes before. Brandon's just kind of buttoning it up there. He was pumping brakes while I kept bleeding. This is an Amazon special. I'd say
38 bucks.
38 bucks for a pair of them with pads. Oh, them pads are gonna last for so long. But I'd say I think I cracked that bleeder, I would probably guess 25 times. And it just kept getting better and better and better. So it takes a while. Even though it's just a small 700 ATV with, not a whole lot of brake line. But I remember when I replaced my rear caliper on my Razor a few times, when I got a rock stuck between the rim and the caliper, it took 30 to 40 bleeds before I got all the air out of them big long lines. But yeah, and I've never tried a vacuum pump yet on these, so I don't know how them work. But yeah, we're good to go, and I think we might service the second side. But these brake calipers are pretty simple. Yeah, 2 12mm bolts, 12mm hollow bolt right here, banjo bolt, that's what they call them. Comes with a couple new copper washers, and you just plop, plop, boom, boom. Pads were installed already. Sometimes it's when you have mud machines, you beat the shit out of them, you break them a lot. You try just throwing some cheap parts at them, as long as it stops the machine. That's all that matters. But all right, we got caliper movement. We had nothing coming out yet here, but Brandon says he's lost a whole reservoir worth of fluid already. Want to hold? Yep, there. We're starting to get somewhere now. All right, keep pumping. He says the hand lever up there is getting a little more resistance. Holding. Oh, here we go. All right, pump. You can see it moving. And hold. Yeah. Yeah, so you basically keep doing that for 20 tries, and before you know it, you got yourself some good brakes. Holding. All right, keep pumping. And hold. Pump. So you always do 5 to 10 pumps. Have him hold the lever. Bleed her out until it's to the resistance he wants. You keep doing that. Yeah, bleeding brakes, sometimes you get 5 or 6 bleeds in a row that look good, look like they're all fluid, and then you get 2 or 3 in a row where they spit bubbles at you. So you always got to make sure you get like 10 in a row that are just solid fluid, and then that's when it should be good. Otherwise you're gonna have spongy brakes. But that's the way she goes. On to the, what sensor is that? Air something, I don't know what it was called again.
I don't remember what it was called either. All I know is it's sitting in the package over there.
Yep, so we're gonna rip the plastic off, and it's right here on the throttle body. Yamaha does not sell it separate from the throttle body, but our friends at Power Sports Nation out in Nebraska, they sell that sensor separately. So we're gonna try a used one to see if that takes care of his high idle problem. Out of all the research and stuff that we have read over the last few actually almost a year, that's kind of what we're going to try, and we'll see what happens. So we're getting the airbox off to replace the sensor, and there's fucking oil all over his injector and throttle body, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Bye.
I was like, you got some fucking blow-by going on here. We popped the air box off and
Oh, it's fucking red.
yeah, it's red, you lucky bastard. It's fucking full of oil. And I'm like, oh boy, I dip my finger in there and I look and it was not too red that I saw. And no, it's red. It's air box.
Doesn't know when to stop spraying the uni filter.
But you know what? The other thing is, here's the catch. Before we popped the air box off and I saw all that oil in there, I'm like, let me check. When's the last time you checked your oil? Yeah, it's barely on the dipstick. So I'm like, fuck your air box is gonna be full of oil. I said this fucker's got blow by, but no, she'll fucking handle it. She can run with no oil for a while. Yamahas last forever. Okay, so we're in the clear. We're all good. All right, you just gotta throw some oil on her, and we'll get to that sensor here in a second. But we had a good friendly argument going on here, and I ended up being wrong. You're not gonna be able to see in there. I'm not even gonna try, but this is a sensor we're replacing. This is a sensor that's supposed to just vibrate back and forth quite a bit, like this. So this is the old one. Obviously, it moves, but I don't know. We cleaned it a few months back and didn't do nothing. And everything that we've tried since, we can't adjust. We adjust the throttle cable. That doesn't help. TPS sensor is as far as back as it goes. Try looking at that. Try getting the idle down. And that's the only thing. It's the only other thing that is kind of really pointing us in the direction of why is it still idling high. So we're gonna try that. Let's see if it fixes it here. We'll be probably starting her up here in the next 15 minutes. All right, so we got that bad boy replaced. It's that little black thing way down in there with the little nipple coming off of it. 3 bolts. Got that bad boy replaced. Started her up, and purrs like a kitten. He had a really rough high idle. It would pulsate. It was kind of weird, but we'll start her up for you. Yep. No problem. For some reason, a code 59 is still coming up, which is a fuel code of some sort. So, don't know really what to say about that, because starting and running fine right now, so I don't know. Not sure if we're going to worry about it or not. We'll figure that out at a later date, but yeah. So if you got a high idle, I'd say try checking out Power Sports Nation, grabbing one of them sensors and seeing if that fixes the issue. So thanks for watching.